Refugee protection beyond the Geneva Framework, the 1969 OAU Convention and the 1984 Cartagena Declaration. While the 1951 Geneva Convention and its 1967 Protocol remain the foundation of international refugee law, their real impact depends on how different parts of the world apply and expand on them. Many regions have developed their own legal frameworks to address local challenges and provide stronger protections for people who flee persecution or conflict. We have already looked at how Europe created the Common European Asylum System, CES, to harmonise asylum rules across EU countries. Now, we will examine two other important regional approaches, Africa and Latin America, to see how they build on, adapt, or even go beyond the global refugee protection system. Africa's regional refugee instrument is the OAU Convention, governing the specific aspects of refugee problems in Africa, 1969. It offers a broader and more flexible definition of a refugee, including individuals fleeing from generalized violence, external aggression, foreign domination, events seriously disturbing public order. This approach reflects Africa's colonial past and its complex post-independence conflicts. The OAU Convention addresses mass displacement and recognizes group-based claims, unlike the individual-focused Geneva Convention. Implementation examples in Uganda, recognized globally for its progressive refugee policy, allowing freedom of movement, the right to work, and access to education. In Ethiopia, though economically limited, has adopted inclusive refugee laws inspired by the OAU framework. However, challenges persist due to limited resources, dependency on humanitarian aid, and political instability. The Cartagena Declaration on Refugees, 1984, adopted by over a dozen Latin American countries, is another example of a progressive regional refugee framework. It broadens the refugee definition to include those fleeing, generalized violence, massive human rights violations, internal conflicts, other circumstances that seriously disturb public order. While non-binding, it has strongly influenced national laws across the region, including Mexico, Brazil, and Costa Rica. Regional relevance. Today, gang violence and drug cartels in El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras have led to thousands seeking asylum under Cartagena criteria. Gender-based violence and threats from non-state actors are increasingly cited in asylum claims, especially among women and LGBTQ+ individuals. Despite robust definitions, lack of capacity and rising xenophobia in host countries like Colombia and Peru pose real threats to rights realization. All three regions build on the Geneva Convention, but expand it in different ways. Europe uses cess and subsidiary protection, but struggles with fair responsibility sharing. Africa's OAU Convention and Latin America's Cartagena Declaration broaden who qualifies for protection, covering mass flight and general violence. These regional systems show that refugee law must adapt to real-world needs, but challenges in practice remain.